Hi there, I'm Nicole Glor, and I do media training for Regan Communications. We have offices in Boston, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Cape Cod, New York City, and Florida. I'm going to go over some quick tips from our media training program, which lasts half of a day. And I have 3 quick tips that you need to watch before you go on television. Tip 1, look your best. That means getting your company across in the best way. So the first thing, don't wear anything too busy for the camera. Stripes, polka dots, things like that you want to avoid. The second thing is logo on your shirt or behind you, a nice step and repeat backdrop perhaps, or in front of your company's sign. That way you can get your branding across. Tip 2, during the interview, listen to the question carefully so that you know exactly what they're asking. If the interview is taped, look directly at the person interviewing you, not directly at the camera. So if it's a photographer or a reporter, you look at them and you just answer your questions back and forth. And when you do answer that taped interview question, begin your answer with the question rephrased. So if the reporter says, "Why are you qualified as a media training expert?" I would answer by saying, "I'm qualified as a media training expert because I graduated from Syracuse University with a degree in broadcast journalism, I worked in television news for several years, and I spent 10 years as a publicist." So that's a way to rephrase the answer in your question. This way, if your answer is taken out of context, it still makes sense. If the interview is live, however, you don't need to rephrase the answer in your question, but you want to look next to you at the person you're talking, so it's a conversation. You don't want the reporter to be asking you a question and have you ignore them and talk right into the camera. So just make it conversational. And when you do answer your question, keep it short and sweet, like the length of a voicemail. Also, talk slow and steady, but with a lot of energy. People are doing other things while they're watching you on television, so you want to get your point across. Sometimes I even say dumb it down. We'll go over that a lot more if you come in for media training. At the end of your answer what the reporter asked, but it's okay to add your own point, maybe one of the talking points you've prepared with your publicist. Good ways to do that is to say, "And I'd like to point out," or "and I should add," and use your talking point there. Finally, most reporters will ask at the end of the interview if there's anything else they forgot to ask. Even if they don't ask you this, it's okay to say, "I just really want to reiterate 3 key points before we end this interview." And then you can go through the talking points you've prepared with your publicists. For much more on our half-day media training, email me at Regan Communications. I'm Nicole Glor, and our website is regancom.com.